Hello. I am in the process of learning YouTube. If you haven't joined me before, my name is Joy. I'm with Joy and Easley Studios. I paint watercolor wildlife. Today, I'm going to be painting a fox and just talking to you a little bit while I'm doing it. I won't actually be painting the fox today. I'm painting the background. And I'm going to try not to knock the table, but I am traveling. So the little tripod arm thing I'm using to hold my phone is, is not the most stable and does, as you can see, shake. So I'm going to try my best not to hit the leg of this table and do that. Let's see. Anything else you should need to know real quick? I use Winsor & Newton watercolor paints. This one will be too big. I like my mop brush for this. The Winsor & Newton watercolor paints in the professional are, I don't get off into the colors too much. I don't like stressing over them. It hinders the creativity, for me at least. So I just keep a variety of blues, a variety of reds, a variety of yellows. Here's another red. And a couple of neutrals and some Winsor & Newton designer white gouache. And I mix everything from that. I do have a green. It's, I believe, Hooker's green. It was for a class I took. You'll see me dipping it every once in a while, but not too often. I like mixing my greens. So this is going to be a fox. It's going to be winter time. We have winter coming. I have used a Frisket or, let's see, Daniel Smith Artist Masking Fluid. I did a cute short with it that I'll be posting in the morning. You can watch me applying that if you want. Now, why am I popping on here live? I am in the process of learning how to use YouTube. And ultimately, these will be for my Patreon clients. I'm working on building a Patreon. I've been on there a little bit, but not advertising because I wanted a good amount of rewards and things that you can, classes and freebies and things like downloads that you get. So I've been doing that for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. And I've had a few very loyal, 2 I believe, or 3, very loyal patrons. They're people I know, and they help a little bit each month. But I'm about ready to start building my community over there because Patreon has made some wonderful changes towards enabling it to be a full community rather than just, I hope you can see that. That area seems a little dark to me. It's going to be a full community and with tools and things to enable the creator, me and others, to actually build relationships, which is what I would like to do. Social media is getting very hard to do that these days. It's like posting into the abyss. I am hoping Patreon will change that and enable me to spend time with you guys painting. Okay, what do I want to do here? Now, I do have a reference photo. It's from, I can't show you the photo itself per the copyright, but I can show you the art and what my sketches and what I'm creating from it. If you'd like the reference photo, head over to, what is the name of the group? It's a Facebook group, Free Reference Photos for Artists. They have amazing photographers over there that share their artwork. The only thing they ask is that you don't share their photos with the general public without their permission. You need to get their permission. But I just send y'all over there because you may like this fox. You may find another one you want to paint instead of this one. just do a search in the bar for red fox, or you can do a search for Melanie. Her name is Melanie Faville, Faville, I think. Anyhow, I linked it down below. So we can do that below. Okay. Now for this, I'm just gonna start dabbing in color. You saw me just put water down around my frisket and masking fluid. And I'm just gonna start putting color in. Let's see. There's a nice little shelf right there. And right there. We're gonna let this just do its thing. I don't copy the reference photos exactly. That's not what I'm using them for. The composition and everything is more the photographer's than mine. I like to create something new. Now, sometimes I do follow them fairly close, especially if I'm practicing a new technique and I'm focusing on the technique. I may not change the image too much, just to practice with. Okay, what do we got here? Mix a little orange in there. Let's go up here. I want some more. This one, let's see, my neutrals are the only things I'm usually pretty picky about. I have burnt umber, sepia, and burnt sienna. And you'll see me go back and forth between them. I may, in a future video, show you again how to mix the black, because I do mix my blacks. I like my black to complement the colors that are already in the image, rather than just a flat black. Now, if you're not familiar with frisket, it's like applying a silicone or rubber over your painting, and you just use a little gripper thing and it pops it right up when you're done, but it keeps the paint off a specific area. You don't often see me use it because I usually do not do backgrounds this entailed. But I'm trying a new technique here with this reference photo, and I'm not as familiar with. So I didn't want to have to worry about keeping it off the area of the fur. But if I were doing this without the reference photo, using my own photos or drawing from life, I would probably, let's see, I want to go, sorry about that, just a second. I want to go up. And this is going to fade out because I did put water down here first. Wanting this to just fade into the background. There we go. See what we get here. Let's do some down here. I don't want to do too much down here because I'm going to get more detailed down here. This foreground I want to detail, and the background I would rather not. Okay. Let's see what we got here. There we go. I think I'm going to go in and add a little. Which one do I want? Let's do. This is it. One of these is Indonesian and the other one's ultramarine. I think this is ultramarine. I want to dilute it down. Just add some blues in here. It'll go nicely with the color of the fox. Now this won't take too much longer, so this is going to be short today because I will need to let this dry completely before I move on to the next phase, and I don't like rushing the drying process. Let's see, let's do a little blue right here. I'm using this blue just to kind of help me signify where I'm going to put shadows. Doesn't mean they're going to stay there. This is just where at the moment I am planning on maybe putting them. Does that make sense? Okay, all of this right here needs blue to kind of darken it. There we go, it's a little too dark. Now it will dry lighter, and all this is going to get adjusted. Okay. All right. I am just going to dab up this along the edge. Dab up a few things here. Not too much there. I love these Princeton Aqua Elites. Everybody has their favorite brushes, and I change it from time to time. Right now I'm going through a Princeton phase. I hope y'all join me over on Patreon. I do a freebie every month at the beginning of the month featuring one of my watercolor wildlife animals, or whatever it is from nature that I'm painting. It's always from nature, usually wildlife. Alrighty, I think I'm good. I'm just don't want too much up against some of these. What are these? Weeds, reeds, whatever you want to call it. All right. Now, I did not set up my iPad to answer questions this time. I'll answer them after. If anybody had any questions, I don't even know if anybody's watching. But if you are, I'll answer them when I stop recording. And it uploads the video to YouTube. That sometimes takes a few minutes, sometimes it takes hours. So we will see. But when the video is available, I will answer any questions that popped up. But this is it for now. I'm just doing a faded background. And I'll probably do a little more of the detail back up here. And then take the frisket up and then do the fox in the foreground all at once. But I will be tomorrow's travel day, so I might get on in the morning. I don't know. It'll probably be evening, late afternoon, I'm going to say, probably before I get back on to work on this some more. But we'll see. And I look forward to seeing you. If you're curious about my Patreon, I encourage you to go over and take a look. Have fun. I'll see you tomorrow.